It matters what you feed your mind. Your body and your spirit must be aligned. This is how you make it to your prime. And don't forget faith in the Most High. Check. If money's your motivation, you won't make it. Your expectations should be greater than paper with dead faces. You want greatness? It takes dedication, hard work, and patience. Your purpose must outweigh your love for money and placement. See, money is a defense that you can use for protection. Help others and be a blessing. Love people over possessions. Cause money is the root of all evil. So don't love it and use it as you need to.
Hey, what's the deal, everyone? Welcome to the Mill Change Podcast. This is episode number 50. It's a milestone episode, so I want to thank you guys for rocking with us for so long, and thank you for all the support. Thank you for all that you guys do for us, and thank you for the feedback. Thank you for the emails. Thank you for all the support on social media. Thank you for everything. I've never thought that this podcast would get to 50 episodes. I kind of didn't have big expectations with this podcast. I just wanted to do something that was inspiring and something that I thought that can help men. And so for you guys, if this is your first episode, this is the Mill Change Podcast, also known as the Millennial Change Podcast. Our motto is to help millennial men build a better mindset and help them come into their own and help them become better human beings, so that way they can level up in the world and feel good about what they do. So since it's a milestone episode by having 50 episodes, I thought we talk about something that is pretty interesting right now. I thought I'd talk about something that I think most men need help with. And this advice I'm going to give you is just from my perspective. I'm not a coach right now. I'm not a perfect person. I'm not a person that knows everything or anything like that. But I have experienced a lot of things that a lot of my listeners haven't. Because I know that a lot of you guys that listen to these episodes are a little bit younger than myself, and I think we all need help. To this day, man, I'm 38 years old. I talk about it all the time. I still ask for help from friends, family. I still ask advice from other people. I listen. All right. So this episode, let's talk about the secret tips to dating in 2022. I'm going to help you guys out, man, because it seems like, fellas, we need a little help. Because still to this day, we really don't know exactly what women are looking for, and we really don't know what things to do to attract women more into our space and into our lives and into what we do. And so I'm going to give you some secret tips that help me as a man, because currently I'm dating. And currently I've had some success with dating. So I'm going to tell you what I did and some of the things that I've done and some of the things that I've experienced, the good and the bad in terms of dating, and what could help you. All right. Number one thing that you might want to learn in terms of dating is there are no rules. There are no rules to dating. As much as you want to follow a certain code or a certain step-by-step process in terms of dating, in terms of attracting the person that you want, there are no rules, bro. Just give that up as men. Give it up. There are no rules in terms of dating. And really, to tell you the truth, there are no rules in terms of a relationship, because the more you follow other people's rules and guidelines and what they tell you you should do, the less successful you're going to be in terms of your life, because you have to find what works for you too. And you have to work those things out, and you have to make sure that those things fit with you guys. Now, what might work for John and Jan is not going to work for you, because they're two different people and they have their system. So learn that the number one thing that you guys need to learn is there are no rules in terms of dating. If anything, you want to find what works for you. Now, what I'm going to give you guys is some tips, not rules. So tips are just things that you guys can add to your process of finding someone and see if it works. If it doesn't work, remember, there are no rules. You just change it up until you find what you're looking for. All right. So number one, like I said, there are no rules. Throw the rules out the window in terms of dating. However you find the women that you're looking for, go out and do that. Whether it's dating apps, whether it's cold approach, whether it's hookups from friends and family or something like that. The key is just to get women into your space, and after that, then do what you do, whatever you decide to do with them. Another thing you want to understand, you have to know what you're looking for as a man. I can't stress that enough. When I was younger, I think the goal was just to talk to as many women as I can, experience as many women as I can, and kind of, learn as I go. Now that I'm older, now that I'm, stable in my life, I can't just bring in anyone into my space. I know what I'm looking for. I have a list of things that I wrote down, and I said that if a woman doesn't fit at least a couple of these things off of my list, then I can't date her long term. And the reason why is because she's not going to want to be a part of the program in which I'm building. And it's okay for that person not to be there. It's good, hey, because I'm sure she has things on her list too that if me as a man, if I don't fit at least a couple things out of that list, then I'm not going to be there also. All right. So you have to know what you're looking for as a man. It's very, very important. You have to have some type of checklist. And I hate to say to you guys, is not shallow, but it's kind of stupid that we just look for looks. Because every man is looking for looks. Every man is approaching the same type of women, sending the same messages to women. And that's why women are kind of like whatever to the dating thing, is because a lot of us as men, we're just doing the same thing as every other dude. We have the same approach as every other dude. And when women get hip to that, they tend to just be like, okay, here's another one. Now they start to look for other things. So now they start to look for, everybody is saying the same line to me. Now I'm looking for the highest bidder. Now I want to do with money. And to tell you the truth, as men, you really don't need a lot of money. I know it's kind of crazy. I'll go into this a little bit later, but you really don't need a lot of money. But you do have to understand what you're looking for as a man. It's very important. Understand what you're looking for as a man when you go out there and you're trying to date. Whatever those things are, just look for those things, okay? And it doesn't have to be perfect. She doesn't have to fit all those things, but you have to know what you're looking for to bring in a woman into your space, all right? So that's very important. Another thing I want you guys to consider is, as men, you have to ask yourself, and this one's gonna hurt, can you afford to date? Listen, if you're gonna date multiple women, or you're gonna date just one woman and she's not living with you, maybe she's your girlfriend, maybe she's your side chick, your sneaky link, whatever the titles that people are using nowadays, you have to ask yourself, can you afford that woman? And it's not like you have to be wealthy and make a lot of money, but can you afford to take this woman out at the minimum twice a month for $100 dinner? Can you afford that? Are you financially stable enough to say to yourself, I can take her out twice a month for $100 dinner? And it could be like $100 dinner is like dinner for two with a couple drinks plus gas money. Can you afford to do that? So for men, for you young men, if you can't afford to take a woman out or to have a round of drinks with a couple women or something like that, you probably don't need to be dating yet. You probably need to get your money up a little bit. And you want to make sure that your money is not only you have enough in your account for you first, but then you can bring someone else into your space. And it's very important too that you have a space that they can come to. I've been living on my own for man, for almost 15, 16 years now. About 15, 16 years without any roommates, just having my own space where my name was on a lease. I'm responsible for it. If things go if things go south, I'm responsible for that space. I've had that for a long time. If some of you guys don't have that yet, you don't need to be dating yet. You should be financially stable before you take any woman out on a date. She's not gonna know your situation or anything like that. So even if you got a 1-bedroom studio, it's yours. Long as your name is on that lease. If you still staying at home with mom and you're 22, 23 and older and you don't have a space of your own, that's cool, that's fine, but you shouldn't be dating. You shouldn't. Because if you don't have a space of your own and you're 22 or 23 and older, that means you're not financially stable yet. And if you're not financially stable, don't waste your time with dating. You're wasting your time. You should be building up your money. And not to say I know TK Kirkland said you have to have $25,000 in the bank. I don't disagree with him, but I understand what he's saying. He's just basically saying that you need to have enough money to be able to take this woman out, to be able to show her a nice time. And then the next time y'all go out, she can pay for a dinner. She can pay for something. You don't have to pay for everything yourself, but the next time you go out, have her pay. Because 9 times out of 10, if you show her a good time and you show her that you're different than every other man, what's going to happen, especially with women, is they're going to want more of your time. And so maybe it might be a thing you say to her like, hey, I'm really, really busy. I can't go out. She's going to offer to pay because she wants your time. And that's kind of how you know if a chick like you or not. Because if a chick spends some money on you, she kind of like you. Don't get it twisted. If a chick doesn't really like you, she's not going to spend any money on you. She's not going to offer to take you out on a date or anything like that. So actually, fellas, that's actually a good test for you guys. If you take a woman out on the first date and you pay for everything, and let's say, like I said, you can afford $100 dinner, and you take her out to a $100 dinner where y'all have food and some drinks and everything like that, and you show her your personality. If she doesn't offer to pay for the second dinner or invite you on the second date, she's not really feeling you like that. And it's okay, it's cool, you know, that's one that you could just move to the side, that you know that, okay, hey, she's not into me like that. And it's cool. Don't worry about it. That's one that just got away. And if she got away, maybe she wasn't the one for you anyway. So I want you guys to understand. I'm going to say it again. If you're not financially stable, you do not need to be dating yet. Just make sure that you're moving in that direction. And financially stable doesn't mean that you need to have a ton of money saved. Financially stable means that you have your own place. That means you have your own car that you can go pick the woman up. That means you have your own food in your refrigerator, your own drinks on the shelf. So if she does come back to your place, where she could use your bathroom if she needs to freshen up or whatever y'all might do before, you know what I'm saying? Just make sure you have your own space. And it's okay too. I'm just being 100% honest. For you guys that's like around the age of 23 to 24 and younger to 18, it's okay if you have roommates, if you have your own room. That's still having your own space. It's cool. Don't worry about it. That's your own space because that room is your room that you pay for. So that means you are stable. All right, so just think about that. There's something to think about. Do not date until you're financially stable. You don't have to have money saved up in the bank because it's stupid to save money nowadays. But it would be nice for you to have some type of investment account that you're putting into before you go out on a date, because you can be investing that $100 a month. If you can't afford to take a chick out on a date, that's $1,200 a year that you could be putting in the market, crypto, real estate, whatever the case may be. And then by the second year, you're financially stable. So if you do get that, if you do get that urge, you know what I'm saying, you could pay a little bit for some type of service or something like that, rather than be trying to take a chick out on a date, because your time when you're not financially stable is very, very important. So be cautious of that, of your time and your money, and understand what's going on. All right, one of the another thing that I want to talk about is, like I said, the first one, there are no rules when it comes to dating. The second one is understand what you're looking for. The third one is to ask yourself, can you afford to take this woman out on a date? Are you financially stable? And if you're not, and remember, like I said, something as simple of $100 a month to take her out. If you can afford that, you're straight. If you can't afford $100 dinner a month, once a month, you're not financially stable yet. Preferably, you probably want to get to where you can do it twice a month. And if you can't do that twice a month at $100 a pop, don't worry about it, man. Just kick back a little bit and chill out. It's cool. It's cool to wait. All right. Another thing you want to think about is understand that timing is everything with women. Timing is bar none probably the most important thing that you have to understand as a man when it comes to dating women. Okay, because if the timing's right, you'll get the best out of a woman. If the timing's wrong, you get nothing from them. They won't even pay you no attention. They won't even look your way if the timing's wrong with women. Let me give you an example. Listen, a woman is going to go through things no matter what, right? You might catch her when she's coming out of a relationship and she's looking to pour her time and her effort into someone new. It happens all the time. Right now, some dude is experiencing that. He's experiencing a woman pouring everything into him because she came out of all these shitty situations. So you got to understand that timing is everything with them. Also, on the flip side, the opposite of that, I know we don't want to hear it, but you might catch a chick that is coming into her own and she's really not interested in dating. Maybe she might be just interested in hooking up, which is also in your benefit. But like I said earlier, it really depends on what you're looking for. So are you looking for a woman that you can bring into your environment long term? Or are you looking for something casual and short term? It's really up to you. And then if you could find a woman that's looking for the same things of what you're looking for, then the timing is almost perfect. So realize that with women, timing is essential to how they interact with a man. If the timing is good, you get everything from that woman. And she likes you, bar none, bro. She'll cook for you. She'll clean your place for you. Remember, you got to be financially stable. You got to have your stuff in order. She'll do almost anything for you if she likes you because the timing's right. She's in a good headspace. She's feeling herself. She'll dress up for you. Hell, you might pay for the first date. She'll definitely pay for the second date. So realize that timing is essential. So when you interact with that woman, you have to understand what type of timing is she on. Is she in a bad space or is she in a good space? Is she looking for marriage or is she looking for just some commitment right now? You have to figure that out. But you can only figure that out when you're clear-headed and you're not worrying about your finances and you're not worrying about other things. That's why I said being financially stable is the first thing that you want to do before you start dating, because then now you can determine, okay, this is what this woman is looking for. If you can't understand what a woman is looking for, then just don't even waste your time dating it. It's kind of stupid, really, to tell you the truth, because you're going to get taken advantage of, and then you're gonna have this thing where you're gonna be mad at women, and you don't need to be mad at women because women are who they are. Whoever a woman is, that's what she is. And remember, people change because timing is everything with a woman. So right now she could be in a good headspace, later on she could be in a bad headspace. You just gotta pay attention to, okay, what type of timing is she on, and then see if that match up with your timing. All right. And another thing that I want you guys to pay attention to, your age will determine what type of dating you're doing. So me being at the age that I'm at, I did the marriage thing and everything like that. And I'm okay with both sides, either something casual or I'm okay with commitment. So, but that's me because my timing is I'm out of my 20s. I'm financially stable. I got my own place, own car. Had that stuff for a long time. So now it's like if I bring someone in, I'm bringing someone into my space, my environment, what I'm doing. They have to fit. And if they don't fit, then I'm going to start pushing them out the way and out the window is because I need them to make sure that they fit within what I'm doing. So I have to catch a woman on the right timing. I have to catch them on the right headspace and make sure that they fit what I'm trying to do. If they don't, I'm sorry, man, you gotta go. I can't keep you long term. It's just the way it is. All right. So here's a quick pro tip. If you're between the ages of 27 and 34, dealing with women, they're gonna be looking for commitment. They're gonna be looking for marriage. Now, are you gonna find some that's just gonna be hooking up and everything like that? You'll probably find more of them than you would commitment and marriage. But if a woman really, really likes you, she's gonna be talking about commitment and marriage. I don't know why, but that's just how women do. If they like you, they're gonna want commitment and marriage from you. And it's okay if you don't want that, but you got to be honest about what you want. So be straight up and be honest with them. Don't try to play no games and everything like that. They'll respect you more if you tell them straight up, this is what I'm looking for, and make sure your stuff is together financially where you necessarily don't need them, and feel good about what you're doing. And remember that you don't have unrealistic expectations with dating. There are no rules when it comes with dating, but you can't be unrealistic with your expectations. Look, these are real people that you deal with on an everyday basis. They're not robots. So they're not going to be perfect. You're not going to get a chick with no baggage. Nor, I mean, just let's be honest, even if you're dating men, you're not going to get a man. You're not going to get a man with no baggage either. For some of you guys that are same-sex couples, you're just not going to get a person that's perfect. So a lot of people, they don't want to hear this, but this is what I think. You have to learn to settle. And I know a lot of people will tell you, don't settle, don't settle, don't settle. You have to. Because you're not perfect, nor is she perfect. So if you're not perfect and she's not perfect, you have to settle for something. So just make sure that whatever you settle at, it's to the benefit of both of you guys. So if you're not the best at cooking and she's better, let her cook. If you're better at cooking than she is, then she needs to let you cook. If you are financially stable but you're looking to level up and she's better with the money, let her handle the money. So you guys can balance out. That's if you want some type of long-term thing. If you're just hooking up, just hook up. Have fun. Have as much fun as you possibly can. But just remember, in 2022, the secret to dating is there are no rules. Stop trying to follow the rules. Make your own rules. Also, understand the timing of women. You have to catch women in the right timing to get them. It's almost like dealing with women is kind of like fishing. You have to be at the right space at the right time to get the right woman. If none of those things line up in 2022 in terms of you dating, you're not going to have a real successful dating life. But it starts with you. It starts with you leveling up. It starts with you doing what you need to do. It starts with you becoming financially stable. It starts with you becoming the best version of yourself, or at least being halfway to the best version of yourself before you look for any type of woman. Because nowadays, these women, they want a lot more than... They just want a lot. But it's not too far off of what you're actually already doing. Even though they might want a lot, but it's not too far off of what you're doing. So if you're already trying to level up, you're already putting the things in place to even level up with your finances. Like, let's say you are financially stable and you're looking to level up to the next level in terms of your income and make more money. Like maybe you're close to like 6 figures. That's cool. She'll see you working and she'll be like, that's a man with ambition. And that's another thing. I'll go into that story a little bit later about ambition and stuff like that. But that's what they're looking for. So guys, in 2022, dating will be fun for you guys. Just keep leveling up, make sure you're financially stable, and enjoy yourself. Have fun with it. Meet as many women as you can, experience as many women as you can, and just have the best of it, because life is short. And if you want a woman to commit to you and you want to commit to a woman, just make sure that you're financially stable and you're in the right headspace yourself. Because like I said, timing is everything. I said it like 10 times this episode. Timing is everything. All right. So guys, thank you again for all the support. Thank you again for all that you do. And go visit the website, millchange.com. That's MILL change.com. I say it every week. We got articles. We got things that's going to help you. Actually, I'll turn this into an article to help you guys. For some of you guys that's not listening to the podcast and you just need some tips and some help, and just have fun with it. Long as you're moving in the right direction where you're moving forward, you're going to find someone on your journey that's going to run with you and have fun with you and enjoy life with you. But just make sure that it's what you want to do and it's on your own terms. If it's not on your own terms, don't waste your time and don't waste their time. And remember, just settle a little bit because you have to, because you ain't perfect. So don't be looking for no perfect partner. How dare you look for a perfect partner when you ain't perfect, all right? And just have fun. Like I said, that's the best thing. So thank you guys again for the support. Much love and respect. Go like, comment, subscribe, share this video with as many people as you can, because someone wants to have fun just like you want to have fun this year in 2022 when it comes to dating. And these are some secret tips that I put together for myself, but that's just me. If you guys have some tips that you guys want to share with the community of people that we talk to every single day, drop a comment below or, subscribe, and we'll make sure that those comments get pinned to the top if they're real good. And if they're not, then we just won't pay attention to you. All right. So I'll see you guys tomorrow for another episode. Thank you for this milestone episode of episode 50. And you guys are wonderful. Shout out to one of my good friends that gave me this topic to talk about. I don't want to talk about her name or anything like that. She knows who she is. She's a special one. And yeah, she gave me the advice to talk about this because she don't want no bum dude. And I realized that a lot of bum dudes are out here that's not financially stable, that can't afford $100 dinner once or twice a month. And then they sitting up there, they want to get mad at women and say that women is a problem. Nah, it's kind of us too, bro. But it's okay. It's all good. All right. So I'll see you guys tomorrow for another episode. This is the Meal Change Podcast. I am the host, Devin Holly, and I appreciate you. I'll see you guys. Deuces.
It matters what you feed your mind. Your body and your spirit must be aligned. This is how you make it to your prime. And don't forget faith in the Most High. Check. If money's your motivation, you won't make it. Your expectations should be greater than paper with dead faces. You want greatness? It takes dedication, hard work, and patience. Your purpose must outweigh your love for money and placement. See, money is a defense that you can use for protection. Help others and be a blessing. Love people over possessions. Cause money is the root of all evil. So don't love it and use it as you need to help the people. Find your purpose and live it regardless of what it pays. If it's pleasing to the Lord, money will come.